Well, this is just a 50. Then why is KL Rahul, who usually looks so calm, celebrating so aggressively? Because this was KL Rahul's 650 in the last 7 innings. And that too in the Border Gavaskar series of 2017. The first match of that series, India had lost badly to Australia, and this match was a do or die one. If India had lost this match, they would have faced humiliation in front of their own people at their own home ground. But the incredible Rahul saved the day. But what happened after that? Even today in 2024, 7 years after that match, Rahul hasn't played even 7 matches in home conditions. Why? The answer lies in his recent form. And there is another player, Rishabh Pant. Since he made his debut in Indian cricket in 2018, he has trapped bowlers in the web of his shots and also secured his place in the team. Whether overseas or in home conditions, Spidey has performed well for the team in every condition. And these days, the debate is, who should be in the Indian Test team, Rishabh Pant or KL Rahul? In this video, we will explore exactly that. Who is the best? KL Rahul, who has scored 2,863 runs in 50 matches, or Rishabh Pant, who has scored 2,271 runs in 33 matches and hasn't played for India in whites since his accident. KL Rahul, who in January 2015 won everyone's heart with his batting, scored his first century in Test cricket against Australia, and that too on their own soil, in a series where the Australian bowlers had welcomed Virat Kohli with such intensity. That innings of 110 runs in Sydney showed that another player from Bangalore had arrived to dominate world cricket. And looking at his batting technique, it was clear that he was here for the long run. This was clearly reflected in his batting performances, especially in the 2017 Border Gavaskar Trophy, where his performance was outstanding. In 7 matches, he scored 6 half-centuries. Whenever the team needed him, KL Rahul was seen standing at the crease. And because of these exceptional performances, he earned the name Kamal Lajawab Rahul. KL Rahul was also creating a storm, but then something happened. A phase came when KL Rahul didn't score a single 50 in 10 consecutive Test innings. This wasn't a period of just 4-5 months, but stats spanning over a full 2 years. Even though Rahul had scored centuries overseas in England and South Africa, he had even scored a century at the Mecca of cricket, Lords, but those were one-off performances. The only difference between an ordinary player and a legendary player is consistency, and KL Rahul lacked that. His last century on home soil came on 16 December 2016, and after that, due to his lack of consistency, he played less than 7 matches on his own soil in the next 7 years. This inconsistency is evident from the fact that in his 86 Test innings, Rahul has scored 50 plus runs only 22 times, meaning a half century in every 4th innings, which is an average stat. Now let's talk about the other hero of this video, Rishabh Pant. In his 56 innings, Pant has scored 50 plus runs 16 times, which means Pant scores a half century every 3.5 innings. Some people might come and say, look at the centuries too. Well, my friends, that wouldn't be fair. Do you know what is the batting position of Pant? Mostly it's number 5, 6 or 7. So he often has to bat with tailenders. And if he still has such stats, it means the guy has talent. Bande mein hai dam. Right, isn't that the title? Bando mein tha dam? What's the title about? Bro, you guys can't be cricket fans if you don't know the Gaba Test that India won under such circumstances. Rishabh Pant stayed till the end and hit the winning runs, breaking the Aussies' arrogance. Neeraj Pandey even made a web series on it called Bando Mein Tha Dam. If you have not watched it, watch it now. Do you remember his 159-run not-out innings against Australia in Sydney in 2019? And his century of 101 runs against England in 2021? Everyone surely remembers that. And that reverse bat shot against James Anderson. That moment made it clear to everyone, Spidey is here to assemble. When Dhoni retired, India needed a new wicket-keeper batsman, and Pant made his entry in 2018. In his very first series, he shocked everyone by scoring a century. Pant's aggressive style was completely different. His "we will see what happens" attitude sets him apart. However, his unconventional approach was initially hard for critics to accept. But as he delivered match-winning performances in Australia and England, he proved everyone wrong. Pant's biggest strength is his risk-taking attitude. When the team needs runs, he can shift the momentum of the match in just one session, and now his maturity level has also improved. Earlier, critics used to criticize his wicket-keeping, but today, he has shown tremendous improvement in his glove work. Those flying catches in the 2024 Duleep Trophy, you must have seen them. If not, go watch them now. Talking about KL Rahul, his batting style is pure classic. Rahul Bhai's shots are textbook perfect. Whether it's a moving ball or swing, he plays with flawless technique. His temperament is such that he is always ready to grind out long innings. Like a traditional test opener, he maintains a balance between stability and stroke play. His innings might build up slowly, but once he is set, he knows how to attack the bowlers. And that's what makes him a solid test batsman. Now friends, let's talk about some stats, because how can we compare without numbers, right? KL Rahul has played 50 test matches so far, scoring 8 centuries and 14 half centuries, with a batting average of around 34. Despite his consistency issues, when his bat gets going, he scores classy centuries. On the other hand, talking about Rishabh Pant, he has played 33 test matches, scoring 5 centuries and 11 half centuries, with a batting average of around 43.5, which is quite impressive for a wicket-keeper batsman. Pant's aggressive style and impactful batting give him a bit of an edge, as his innings can completely change the dynamics of a match. When it comes to home and away performances, both batsmen have shown great form in overseas conditions. But if we focus on home series, even though Rishabh Pant has a smaller sample size, his average is over 60 in just 8 matches. Meanwhile, Rahul's average hover around 41 at home. Friends, now the most interesting question, which player might have the edge in the future? Talking about KL Rahul, he is an experienced player who brings stability and calmness in overseas conditions. If he can regain his lost form, his place in the Indian Test team could be secure. His experience and technique make him a valuable asset, especially when we talk about tours to places like England or Australia. However, the issue of consistency will need to be addressed. On the other hand, talking about Rishabh Pant, his aggression and match-changing ability might give him an advantage in the future. Pant is the kind of player who can turn an entire match around in just one session. And in modern-day Test cricket, where baseball is so famous, India needs aggressive players like him. With his fearless attitude and multi-dimensional skills, Pant's future in Indian Test cricket looks even brighter. If Pant can maintain his consistency and fitness, he has the potential to become a match winner for India. So friends, if we look at both players, KL Rahul's strength lies in his classic technique and stability, which helps the team in tough conditions. He is a player who builds innings and provides strong partnerships for the team. On the other hand, Rishabh Pant's strength is his unpredictability and aggressive game. He is the kind of player who can shift the entire momentum of a match in just one session, and his fearless approach always surprises the opposition. Now it's up to you. What do you think? Rahul's stability or Pant's aggression? Share your opinion in the comment section. And one thing is for sure, whether you prefer Rahul's classic style or Pant's explosive unpredictability, one thing is certain: India's Test cricket is in safe hands.